Just to the west of the mighty Mississippi, we're at the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Colorado Rockies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Get ready for Cardinals baseball next. Alex Reyes will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw into third. Gun him down. He's in safely at third.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And their runners at the corners now. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runners back. Here comes the first pitch. Dahl makes a break from first. Hit hard towards center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs.
Fowler has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Dahl over at second. Story is over at first with 1 away. Hard hit ball to second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Third baseman, number 4.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the belt, the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Wong on the move. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
stepping up to the plate, Ryan McMahon. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
This is pulled into right, into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now in the box, Colton Wong. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be a good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
Popped him up. Tolbert waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Into the box now, Greg Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sent off.
Batting third.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fast.
Bounce it to the left side, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. That'll bring up Tony Walters.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chad Bettis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Softly hit out towards short. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
So striding in, Johnny Tolbert. He reached on a single in his first truck. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit to third. Garcia right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He went deep in the contest last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
Martinez gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is pulled into right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Martinez blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game. Well, that didn't take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
In now, Francisco Pena, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Hara to make the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Striding in, Jerry Mendez. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. One and 2. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looped out towards short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting ninth, Hector Alex Reyes.
Now at the plate, Alex Reyes. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 2-2. Aerial view there is St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. In now for Colorado, David Dahl. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Cozart is there for it. 1 out.
Up next for Colorado.
Standing in, Trevor Story. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as we give you a look at the Rockies leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently second best on the ball club. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Story, the runner at second with 1 away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. There's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Gerardo Parra. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out to right field. Fowler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. So digging in now, Pat Valaika earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Ball 2. sends it out to left field. Well hit. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Wong giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, they're definitely starting to tee off on him now, and I do think it's a result of what we were just talking about. He seems to be laboring and not putting the ball where he wants to because of it. I think they've got to make a move here.
Tyler Lyons is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Standing in now, Tony Walters. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Mendez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom. Colton Wong will stand in. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Wong will take the turn and head for second now. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Stepping in now, Greg Garcia. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Story backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He's set. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Story moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Gonzalez. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave 1. They trail 5-2. So stepping in, Chad Bettis as we begin the top of the 4th.
The pitcher number 35, Chad Bettis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? A windup and the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. This one for Cozart. It's short. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Johnny Hulbert. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he'll get in there safely.
Great job hitting there, and maybe a better job of hustling around the bases. Gotta like that, and I'm told that's his 5th triple so far on the season.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
At the plate, Trevor Story. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Wong looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Home run number 37 on the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. High and deep to right center. Back goes Fowler, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up. He's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Line drive to center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Rockies' 8. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Hulbert ranges to his left. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher, Francisco Pena.
Digging in, Francisco Pena. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches. Still 8-2. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
First baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Garcia over to his right. 1 down. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. That'll bring up Tony Walters. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 35, Chad Bennett.
Digging in to try it again, Chad Bettis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that misses inside. 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eye.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Leading off the inning, Jerry Mendez. And they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dahl's in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Tommy Pham will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Tommy Pham.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Stepping up now, Colton Wong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. In now, Greg Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. The next 0-2. A fastball that just misses inside. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here's a pop-up now. Valaika in foul ground, and that's the third out. John Brebbia takes over to start at the plate. Johnny Tolbert. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, David Dahl. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Boy, talk about having a day, D-Road. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. In is Gerardo Parra. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Dahl on third. Story at second with 2 gone. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Wong moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 left for Colorado, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Leading off the inning, Zach Kozar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Looped out toward third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Mendez has a beat on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Colorado.
Striding in once again, Ryan McMahon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mendez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The catcher, number 14, Tony Walton.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Mendez, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
Stepping in, Francisco Pena. He was retired via the ground ball last time. McMahon is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Jerry Mendez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Fowler stands at first with 1 out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Paul DeYoung will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And that misses for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner at the box.
Not everybody's